Hello, Army all around the world. Welcome back to Jikook Lover. Before we dive into today's unbelievable story, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the biggest BTS and Jimin updates that everyone will be talking about. What if one unexpected decision by Samsung has just turned Jimin into the center of global attention once again? Why are millions of Army flooding social media with the same question? Is this simply another collaboration? Or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Why would one of the world's biggest technology companies place so much attention on Jimin during one of its most important events of the year? And could this moment be signaling a new era where Jimin's influence extends far beyond music? Stay until the very end, because the details behind this story are far more surprising than anyone expected. And what happens next may leave the entire fandom speechless. The news spread across social media faster than anyone expected. Within hours, screenshots, fan discussions, and translated posts began circulating across multiple platforms, with countless Army trying to piece together what had actually happened. One simple question kept appearing over and over again: why Jimin? For many fans, this wasn't just another technology announcement. It quickly became a conversation about influence, recognition, and the unique relationship between global brands and one of the world's most recognizable artists. Every new post seemed to spark another wave of theories. Some believed Samsung was acknowledging Jimin's extraordinary global reach, while others wondered whether this could be the beginning of an even bigger partnership in the future. What made the situation even more fascinating was the timing. Galaxy Unpacked has always been one of Samsung's biggest annual events, watched by millions of viewers from around the world. Every detail presented during the event is carefully planned, every feature receives extensive promotion, and every guest or reference is chosen for a reason. That is exactly why so many people began asking whether Jimin's appearance and discussions surrounding the event carried a deeper meaning. As conversations continued to grow, Army started revisiting Jimin's long history of creating global impact. Time after time, his influence has extended beyond music into fashion, luxury brands, social media trends, and international advertising campaigns. Every time his name trends worldwide, it reminds people that his popularity is not limited to one country or one industry. Instead, it reaches audiences across cultures and generations. That is why many observers argued that this moment felt different. Instead of simply celebrating a celebrity appearance, fans began discussing how entertainment and technology are becoming increasingly connected. Today's biggest technology companies are no longer introducing products through specifications alone. They also rely on personalities capable of generating worldwide attention within minutes. Few artists possess that ability, and Jimin is often mentioned whenever conversations turn to global influence. Another interesting detail quickly caught the attention of online communities. As more translations became available, people noticed how quickly international media accounts began sharing the story. Fan bases from Korea, Japan, Southeast Asia, Europe, North America, and Latin America all started discussing the same topic simultaneously. That level of synchronized attention is rare, even in today's fast-moving social media landscape. Many fans described the reaction as a domino effect. One account posted the information. Another translated it. Thousands shared it. Within a short period of time, the discussion had evolved far beyond the original announcement. Some fans focused on Samsung's strategy, others focused entirely on Jimin, and many simply wondered what this could mean for the future. Industry observers have often pointed out that companies rarely make decisions without considering public response. Whenever a globally recognized artist becomes associated with a major event, there is usually an expectation that the announcement will generate conversations well beyond the event itself. In that respect, the growing attention surrounding Jimin demonstrated just how powerful online fan communities have become in amplifying news around the world. Yet the mystery didn't end there. Some ARMY began comparing this situation to previous moments in Jimin's career when unexpected recognition led to much larger developments later on. They remembered fashion events that became global headlines, music achievements that broke international records, and collaborations that initially appeared small before turning into worldwide success stories. Could this moment follow a similar path? No one knew for certain. But that uncertainty only made the discussion even more exciting. Meanwhile, social media algorithms seemed to fuel the conversation even further. Every new video, every translated caption, every reaction clip encouraged more people to join the debate. Even casual K-pop followers who had not been closely following Samsung's event suddenly became curious after repeatedly seeing Jimin's name appear on their timelines. That is the power of curiosity. Sometimes a single unanswered question creates more attention than an official announcement itself. Marketing experts have long explained that anticipation is one of the strongest drivers of audience engagement. Rather than revealing everything immediately, companies often allow audiences to speculate, discuss, and share their own interpretations. Whether intentional or not, the growing mystery surrounding Jimin's connection to Galaxy Unpacked achieved exactly that. As the hours passed, another debate emerged. Was this recognition based purely on popularity? Or was it also an acknowledgement of Jimin's consistent ability to connect with audiences around the world? Supporters argued that Jimin's influence cannot simply be measured through album sales or streaming numbers. They pointed to his remarkable ability to dominate conversations whenever his name appears in connection with major cultural events. From fashion magazines to luxury campaigns, from music charts to social media trends, his presence often generates attention that extends far beyond the immediate topic. Critics, however, suggested that fans might be reading too much into the situation. That disagreement only intensified the online discussion. Every opinion attracted thousands of replies. Every theory inspired another theory. Every unanswered question encouraged people to keep watching for the next update. For content creators and entertainment journalists, this became one of those stories where the conversation itself was almost as significant as the original news. Articles began exploring Jimin's long-standing relationship with global brands, while fan communities compiled timelines of previous milestones that demonstrated his worldwide impact. Another fascinating aspect was the international nature of the response. It had become a global entertainment story, and that transformation happened astonishingly quickly. Many longtime ARMY commented that this was yet another reminder of how Jimin continues to bridge different industries. Whether intentionally or not, his name often serves as a connection point between entertainment, luxury fashion, technology, and mainstream media. Still, one important question remained unanswered. Was this simply a remarkable moment that reflected Jimin's current influence? Or was it quietly hinting at something much bigger that has yet to be revealed? As speculation continued, excitement reached new heights. Every passing hour seemed to bring another screenshot, another translation, another interpretation, and another wave of discussion from fans eager to uncover the complete story. And perhaps that is exactly why this news captured so much attention around the world. Not because every question already had an answer, but because so many questions remained unanswered. The mystery was still unfolding. The conversation was still growing. And millions of people were still waiting for the next piece of information that could finally explain why Jimin had suddenly become one of the most talked about names connected to Galaxy Unpacked 2026. But what if this is only the beginning? What if Samsung's decision represents something much larger than fans currently realize? Could this be the start of an entirely new chapter for Jimin's global influence? Or are millions of ARMY connecting clues that ultimately point in a different direction? The answer may not become clear until the next major announcement. And when that moment arrives, the entire world could be watching once again. As the discussion continued to gain momentum, another layer of curiosity began to emerge. Fans were no longer asking only why Jimin's name had become associated with Galaxy Unpacked 2026. They started asking an even bigger question: What does this say about Jimin's position in today's global entertainment industry? For years, Jimin has been recognized as an artist capable of influencing conversations far beyond the music scene. Whether through fashion, cultural trends, or viral moments, his name often appears in places where many people least expect it. That consistency has led countless industry observers to describe him as more than just a performer. They see him as someone whose presence naturally attracts worldwide attention. Every time new screenshots appeared online, they spread rapidly across multiple countries. Fan translators worked around the clock, ensuring that people speaking different languages could follow every development almost in real time. Within minutes, discussions that had begun in one region expanded into Europe, the Americas, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. It became clear that this was no longer a local story. It had evolved into a truly international conversation. One fascinating aspect of the reaction was the diversity of opinions. Some fans celebrated the moment as another example of Jimin's growing influence in the global marketplace. Others preferred to remain cautious, reminding everyone that official announcements should always be interpreted carefully, and that speculation should never be mistaken for confirmed facts. Ironically, that balance between excitement and caution made the story even more engaging. Every debate generated new conversations. Every conversation attracted new viewers. And every new viewer seemed to discover another detail they hadn't noticed before. Soon, entertainment analysts also began examining why companies increasingly look toward globally recognized artists when introducing new products or experiences. In today's digital world, people rarely remember technical specifications alone. They remember emotions. They remember moments. They remember stories. And few artists inspire emotional engagement as consistently as Jimin. Throughout his career, countless moments have demonstrated how a single appearance, photograph, or performance can dominate social media for days. That ability isn't something that can easily be measured with numbers alone. It reflects years of building trust, admiration, and genuine connections with audiences around the world. That is precisely why this discussion resonated so strongly with fans. Many argued that Jimin's greatest strength isn't simply popularity. Instead, they believe it's his ability to create emotional connections that transcend language and culture. Whether someone first discovered him through music, dance, fashion, or interviews, many describe a similar feeling, that Jimin leaves a lasting impression. Perhaps it reflects how global influence itself has changed. Years ago, companies often relied on traditional advertising campaigns. Today, a single respected artist can inspire conversations that reach millions of people within hours. Fans willingly create videos, translations, reaction posts, and discussions, multiplying the reach of an announcement far beyond what conventional marketing could achieve. That reality has transformed the relationship between celebrities and international brands. Instead of simply endorsing products, artists often become part of broader cultural conversations. As this story continued to unfold, another interesting observation surfaced. Many people pointed out that Jimin's influence frequently extends into industries that might seem completely unrelated to music. Fashion houses, magazines, luxury brands, charitable campaigns, and now discussions surrounding major technology events all demonstrate how interconnected today's cultural landscape has become. For longtime fans, however, none of this felt entirely surprising. They recalled numerous occasions when Jimin unexpectedly became the center of worldwide conversations, without releasing new music at that exact moment. Sometimes it was a magazine cover. Sometimes it was an airport appearance. Sometimes it was a single photograph that generated millions of interactions online. Each event reinforced the same idea. Jimin possesses an extraordinary ability to capture public attention. That doesn't mean every discussion leads to a major announcement. But it does explain why people react so quickly whenever his name appears in unexpected places. Meanwhile, media outlets continued reporting on the growing online buzz. Headlines focused on fan reactions, viral discussions, and the expanding influence of K-pop artists in global industries. Rather than concentrating solely on technology, many articles explored the broader cultural significance of collaborations between entertainment icons and multinational companies. The conversation was no longer about one event. It had become a reflection of how entertainment itself is evolving. Jimin's career has often exemplified those qualities. His supporters consistently describe him as humble, dedicated, and deeply appreciative of his fans. Whether during performances, interviews, or live broadcasts, those characteristics have helped strengthen the bond between artist and audience. That emotional connection may explain why seemingly small developments involving Jimin often become major international discussions. People aren't simply reacting to news. They're reacting because they feel personally connected to the artist behind it. As excitement continued to build, fans also began reflecting on BTS's broader legacy. Over the years, the group's achievements have opened countless doors for Korean artists worldwide, breaking barriers that once seemed impossible. Every new milestone involving one member naturally sparks conversations about how far BTS's influence has reached. In many ways, this latest discussion became another chapter in that ongoing story. A story about music crossing borders, about culture connecting people, about artists inspiring industries far beyond entertainment. Yet despite all the theories circulating online, one crucial fact remained unchanged. Much of the conversation was still driven by curiosity, rather than certainty. That distinction matters. In the age of social media, rumors can travel as quickly as verified information. Responsible fans repeatedly encouraged others to distinguish between confirmed reports and personal speculation. Doing so not only protects the integrity of the discussion, but also ensures that excitement remains grounded in reliable information. Even so, curiosity showed no signs of fading. Every hour brought new reaction videos. Every reaction inspired another debate. Every debate encouraged thousands more people to join the conversation. The momentum seemed almost impossible to stop. And perhaps that's what makes stories like this so captivating. Sometimes the biggest headlines aren't created solely by official announcements. They're created by millions of people asking the same unanswered question at exactly the same time. Right now, the world is still searching for those answers. Was this simply another memorable moment highlighting Jimin's remarkable influence?